Have you ever wished you could walk into any cafe, store, or classroom and speak English naturally without fear or hesitation? Welcome, my friend. You're exactly where you need to be, because today we're not just learning words, we're stepping into real life, into the sounds, emotions, and little moments that make English feel alive. This episode, Speak English Confidently. 10 everyday conversations you need to know will guide you through daily situations that every English learner faces. You'll hear, feel, and understand English through simple, beautiful stories. As you listen, I invite you to notice the words people use, the rhythm of their speech, the kindness in their tone. That's how you grow. Not by memorizing, but by feeling. Because every small word you learn is a door to a bigger world. And every mistake, just a step toward confidence. Before we begin, tell me, where are you listening from? And what time is it right now in your country? Type it in the comments. I love knowing where our little global classroom is tuning in from. Pause. Soft transition sound. In this lesson, you'll discover how to greet people, order food, start small talk, ask for help, and more. You'll also gain natural listening practice, real-world vocabulary, and a few life lessons along the way. Lessons about confidence, patience, and self-trust. So imagine this. It's early morning. The sky is pale gold, and you're walking to your favorite coffee shop. You take a deep breath and push open the door. The smell of coffee greets you before anyone else does. Behind the counter, a friendly barista smiles. Good morning. What can I get for you today? Simple words, but they carry warmth, and you smile back. Good morning. I'd like a cup of coffee, please. Let's pause here. I'd like is a polite and common way to order something. It sounds kind, soft, and confident. You don't need big words. You just need the right ones, spoken with ease. The barista nods. Sure, small or large? You answer, a small one, please. That's it. You've just completed your first natural English conversation. Short, simple, and real. Now imagine you sit by the window, holding your warm cup. The city begins to move outside. People talking, laughing, rushing. You listen to the world speaking English all around you, and you realize something powerful. You belong in this world too. Everyday English isn't about perfect grammar. It's about connection. When you say thank you, when you smile and reply, you're welcome, when you dare to speak, you're opening a small window of understanding between two people. Soft wind sound. Transition. Later that day, you go shopping. The shop assistant greets you. Hi there, can I help you find something? You smile. Yes, please. I'm looking for a jacket. Sure. What color are you looking for? Maybe blue, you say, trying the word with confidence. Do you have one in medium size? Of course. Let me check for you. It's a simple exchange, but it feels good. You're not just using English, you're living it. Remember, confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build, one conversation at a time. Each of these small dialogues, at the cafe, in the shop, or with a friend, is like a tiny workout for your confidence muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Soft ambient hum, closing scene of the section. As the sun sets, you walk home feeling lighter, proud, and calm. You've spoken English 3 times today, and each time, it felt a little easier. You whisper to yourself, I can do this. And somewhere deep inside, you know it's true. Tomorrow will bring new moments, new faces, and new chances to speak. At the park, on the bus, or even with a stranger who smiles back. But what happens when you need to talk about your feelings? When someone asks, "How are you really?" That's where your next story begins. It's evening now. The world slows down. You're sitting on a park bench, watching people pass by, a mother pushing a stroller, two friends laughing, a man walking his dog. You notice how naturally they speak, quick, easy, full of emotion, and you think, I want to speak like that too. That's where today's next lesson begins. Talking about feelings and connection. Because English isn't just about grammar. It's about saying what's in your heart and understanding what's in someone else's. A friend sits next to you. Her name is Emma. She smiles gently. Hey, you look tired. How are you today? You pause for a second. You want to answer honestly, but you also want to sound natural. So you breathe and say, I'm okay, a little tired, but happy to see you. That's a real human response. Simple, clear, and true. She nods. Yeah, it's been a long week for me too. You both laugh softly, sharing a small moment of connection. Key phrase, how are you today? It's one of the most common English questions. But the secret is, it's not about the words, it's about the feeling behind them. When you answer, don't just say I'm fine. Try saying I'm good, but a bit busy, or I'm feeling great today. These small variations make your English more alive, more you. Sound shift, cafe chatter in the background. Later, you and Emma walk into a small restaurant. You're ready for another everyday English situation. Ordering food at a restaurant. The waiter greets you. Good evening. Do you have a reservation? You reply, no, not yet. A table for two, please. Of course, right this way. Once seated, you look at the menu. Emma says, what are you having? You point to the menu and say, I think I'll have the grilled chicken with rice. Notice the phrase, I think I'll have. It's a natural and polite way to order. It sounds confident, friendly, and flexible. It's much more natural than I want, which can sound too strong. When the waiter returns, you say, I'd like the grilled chicken, please. He nods, smiling. And to drink, just water. Thank you. Soft pause. Restaurant sounds fade out. See how each moment builds your skill. You're not just memorizing English, you're building your voice. After dinner, you step outside. The air is cool, filled with the smell of rain. Emma turns to you and says, thanks for coming tonight. You smile. Thank you too. I had a really nice time. A really nice time. Such a gentle phrase, full of warmth. You've just expressed appreciation, connection, and gratitude, all in one short sentence. Learning English isn't about learning every word, it's about choosing the right ones and feeling them deeply. Transition sound. Raindrops begin to fall. You both open your umbrellas and walk home. Along the way, you see a tourist standing under a streetlight, looking lost. He's holding a map upside down. You take a small breath and decide to help. Excuse me, you say softly. Are you okay? Do you need help? He looks relieved. Oh yes, thank you. I'm looking for the train station. You smile and point. It's that way. Just walk straight and turn left at the traffic light. He nods gratefully. Thanks a lot. You reply. You're welcome. Have a great night. And in that moment, standing in the rain, helping a stranger, you realize something powerful. You didn't just use English, you shared it. You created a small bridge between two people from different worlds. That's what confident English truly means. It's not about perfect pronunciation. It's about having the courage to speak, to connect, to care. Soft cinematic strings swell, then fade to a calm silence. You walk home, smiling, your shoes wet from the rain, your heart warm with pride, because you just lived 3 everyday English moments with confidence, kindness, and authenticity. But what about tomorrow? What happens when you need to introduce yourself, at work, at school, or in a new city? When you want to make a first impression in English that feels genuine and strong, that's where our next scene begins. The story of introductions, self-confidence, and new beginnings. The next day arrives with sunlight on your face. A new day, a new chance to speak. And today, it's not just about small talk, it's about introducing yourself. You stand in front of a classroom, or maybe a new office. Your heart beats a little faster. Everyone's eyes are on you, and then you smile, because you remember, you can do this. Hello everyone, you begin softly. My name is your name. I'm from your country. I'm really happy to be here. Simple, clear, confident. You pause, breathe, and add. I love learning English because it helps me connect with people from all over the world. That one sentence changes the energy in the room. People nod. They smile. They feel you, not just your words, but your warmth. Tip: when you introduce yourself, think about connection, not perfection. Look at someone's eyes. Smile. Let your voice carry kindness. That's the real secret to confident English. Soft classroom ambience fades out. After class, a new friend walks up to you and says, "Hey, your English is really good." You laugh modestly. "Thank you. I'm still learning, but I practice every day." That phrase, "I'm still learning," is powerful. It shows humility and determination, because English isn't something you finish, it's something you grow with. Later, you both walk to the bus stop. It's another chance to practice, another everyday conversation. "Do you take this bus every day?" your friend asks. "Yeah," you reply. "I usually take the number 7 bus to go home." Notice those small useful words. Usually take, go home. These are words you'll use hundreds of times in real life, and each time they'll feel more natural. Your friend smiles. "Same here. Maybe we can go together tomorrow." You nod. "Sure, that sounds great." You just agreed to meet again and built friendship in English. Transition, bus sound, gentle city rhythm fades in. Now imagine another day. You're traveling to a new city, maybe London, Bangkok, or Sydney. You check into a hotel. The receptionist greets you with a warm smile. "Good afternoon. Do you have a booking?" "Yes," you reply. "I booked a room under the name your name." "Of course. May I see your passport, please?" "Sure, here you go." You fill out the form, and she says, "Your room is on the 3rd floor. Enjoy your stay." You smile. "Thank you so much." Another small victory, another real conversation, handled with calm confidence. Pause. Soft string note. But English isn't just for polite exchanges. Sometimes, you'll need it in emotional moments too, when you're lost, confused, or unsure. And those moments will test your courage. One evening, your bus breaks down in the middle of a quiet street. You feel nervous, but you see another passenger nearby. You ask, "Excuse me, do you know what happened?" He replies kindly, "I think the bus stopped working. We might have to wait for another one." You nod, grateful for his calmness. You both stand there under the street light, talking softly, about the weather, about your day, about small things. And in that ordinary conversation, you realize you're no longer afraid of English. You've made it a part of your life. Soft rain begins to fall again. Gentle, reflective. Here's the truth, my friend. Learning English is not just about vocabulary, it's about courage. Every time you speak, you prove to yourself that you're growing, that your voice matters. So when you greet someone tomorrow, when you order food, when you say thank you, remember this. Every small conversation is a victory. Let English be your bridge, not your wall. Because through English, you're not just learning a language, you're learning how to connect, how to believe, and how to become more confident every single day. Music swells softly, then fades to warm silence. So take this story with you, to the cafe, to the classroom, to the world. And never forget, your English doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. It just has to be yours. If you enjoyed this story and want more lessons that teach English through emotion and storytelling, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and share your voice with our growing global family. And tell me, where will your next English conversation happen?